Thanks for joining me. This is Gail from Rubber and Ink. I'm going to share a Christmas card with you today. The inspiration from this card came from Dawn O, and I will put a link to her original card so that you can see where my inspiration came from. So we're going to change her card into a Christmas card and add a few more touches to it. I hope you enjoy this card. So for starters, we're going to use the Cherry Cobbler cardstock, which is at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we have a Whisper White piece, which is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Basic Black, 3.5 by 3.5. Whisper White panel for the inside, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And then you'll need 2 scraps, a piece of Whisper White scrap and a piece of Cherry Cobbler scrap, and these are for your punches. Okay, the stamp set that we're going to use is an oldie but a goodie. It's called the Petite Pairs, and we're going to use the Christmas pair, the Merry Christmas sentiment, and the one that says, and a happy, joyful, bright new year. So you can get those stamps from the annual catalog. All right. The DSP that we're using is Seasons of Cheer, and it's from the new holiday catalog, which went live on September 1st. You're also going to use the Bough and Berries embossing folder. It's a beautiful folder. Okay, and you're going to need 3 different punches. So you're going to need the scallop oval punch. Here it is, the scallop oval punch. The 1-inch square punch, your 1-inch square punch here. Okay, and the large oval punch. All right. The ink will be the Mementos Tuxedo Black ink, and our little bow is the Baker's Twine, the thick Baker's Twine in Cherry Cobbler. Okay, so first what we're going to do is emboss the front of your card with the embossing folder. Okay, so you just want to line it up so it's nice and even. And then I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. I have an electric Big Shot, so you're going to hear a little bit of noise. All right, hold on. Okay, so there's your card that's been embossed. Isn't that pretty? I love that embossing folder. Okay, so now that we have that embossed, let's set that aside and let's work on our little focus piece. Okay, so you're going to need 9 squares that are punched with your 1-inch paper punch, with your 1-inch square punch. Okay, so I've got these all punched out. You're just going to use a variety of your papers from your DSP. Okay, so you will go ahead and you will place 4 pieces, 1 in each corner. And this is the easiest way to do this so that you can evenly space your 1-inch square pieces. So once you have your 4 corners done, then it's going to you can easily see where you can put your side pieces in the middle and the top and bottom. So let's place those in now. So we've got the lights there, and we'll put the ornaments up here. and snowflakes. I'm using the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, and with that glue, because it's a wet glue, it allows you, it's a Tombow glue, it allows you to have a little bit of playtime, so you can move these pieces around until you get them exactly where you want them. Okay, so now that you see, as we have our pieces going all the way around the perimeter, we could easily see where to put the center. So this allows you to be able to place these with no problem, not having to go through the trouble of taking out your ruler and pencil and try to measure your 1-inch square markings. So that's done there. Now you just want to take this piece and adhere it to the 3.5 by 3.5 black square. Okay. Alright, and with that, you want to put some dimensionals on the back. Just one in each corner, one in the middle. Normally I add more, but just for the sake of the video, I'll just put those 5 pieces there. Take the liners off the back. And then this now goes centered but towards the top of your card, just like this. Okay. If you hear anything, that's my hubby and my dog having a little bit of fun. Alright, so now you want to take your scrap Whisper White and your 2 sentiments and your ink. You're going to stamp each of them once. How about if I do that the right side up? There we go. Okay, stamp each of them once. Then you're going to punch them with the large oval. Center them in the punch. Okay, and then for the sentiment for the inside. Alright, so now we've got our 2 sentiments. We need the 2 ovals, scallop ovals that is. So let's just punch one and then another. Okay, set that aside. So then you would adhere these sentiments to the scallop ovals, and I've already adhered them for you. And we end up putting 2 dimensionals on the back of each one. There we go. Alright, now for the front of the card, we'll take the Merry Christmas, add it to the bottom, okay, and center it there. Let's see, I need a glue dot. Okay, just one glue dot, put it to the top of that scallop oval piece right there. Alright, kind of fan out those tails, and then I just add, I take this strip of rhinestones and just add a few right underneath there. Every Christmas card needs a little bit of bling. And if your tails don't go the way you want them to go, you can take another rhinestone, another piece of a glue dot, roll it up a little bit, and place it right underneath here. That way you can put your tails right where you want them to go. There it is. Alright, so now for the inside, you're going to take the 5 1/4 by 4 inch Whisper White and place your inside sentiment right on the top. I just add a little bit of glue to just to the top of the panel. I don't glue the whole thing down. And oops, there we go. Okay, now your card is done. How's that? Thank you so much for joining me. If you go to my blog, rubberandink.blogspot.com, and I'll put my blog address down to the bottom of the video, you'll be able to get the measurements and also the link to Dawn's original card. Thank you so much for joining me.